And sometimes, and you know, I'm gonna say it, our people are just stupid as hell.
I'm gonna go to church for a second, y'all. So you know how people go to church. You know how people go to church and they become
people is. And we vote for these black leaders, and we feel good about it because we feel they understand us, and then we send them to the state capitol to represent us. But there's 50 seats there.
We've had to hide. We've had to hide behind our uniforms, police uniforms. We've had to hide behind our executive suits. But when Trump came out, when Trump became so vocal, it gave us the ignition to come out and show who we really are. Racist. And you can see. Oh man, what's up everybody? What's going on? I'm Lamar. This is Political Media Channel. And I know you saw I said TFG tonight, but guess what? We made a few changes. This is a political short. Now we do still have TFG tonight, and it's on Monday nights. It's hosted by Mr. Brenton Haynes. Feel free to check it out. Amazing show, great stuff, very entertaining. On Tuesdays, while I'm started, I'm saying this for a reason too. We got Be the People, which is where super entertaining show. Some great personalities on there. You guys want to check that out too as well. But it's time to get started. We're gonna talk a little bit about this lawsuit tonight, and I got an amazing guest. I said Be the People. This is one of the hosts of Be the People, Mr. Lawrence Sanders. You've seen him before. And you've seen him again. What's up, bro? I think you're on mute. I think you're muted there.
What's going on, bro? You all right?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Oh, here we go.
Triple baptized, you know.
Right. Fire field, and I don't know, man. Man, it's good to be on, man. Listen, anytime it's been a while.
It's been a minute. You know what? It's been a minute. I used to do the Monday and Friday shows all the time, and I almost got burnt out. So I just okay, I'm just gonna do Fridays.
Slow down.
And so I'm not on as much. So I'll be almost forgetting now that I have a show on Fridays. But
yeah, man.
It's always fun to do it and talk just one-on-one with someone and chat a taste about a specific. One of my old pastors say Pacific.
Pacific, yes, sir.
Pacific topic.
Yes, sir. Yo, man.
Y'all, and I got to show this out real quick. Y'all see that? This is TFG Network. So this stuff will be available for y'all soon. Not yet, but soon. All right.
Soon and very soon.
By and by. All right, so let's hop into this thing. So our president, well, he won't be our president for long. The way it's looking.
Not after this one.
So there's a lawsuit that's been transpired. They've been Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Yeah.
Trying to lead the charge, it seems. Him and then who was that? Cruz is involved with this whole thing.
Represent Trump if he won, and
so they're trying to do what, Mr. Sanders?
Okay, so essentially what they're trying to do is it's almost as if a whole bunch of homies are ganging up on, a couple of states. They're trying to sue a few of these states. They're trying to sue Pennsylvania, Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan. And basically, essentially, they're trying to claim voter fraud.
So they're going to bully them into overturning something?
Right. So it's like, hey, listen, Supreme Court, we feel we were offended by these states during this election. And so, we need to go ahead and file a suit. However, Supreme Court was like, nah, there's no proof that y'all were, and I think the terminology is that they were injured per se or involved. So therefore, the outcome had nothing to do with the state of Texas. This is just a ditch effort.
I thought that was weird. Like, why is Texas involved? Like, why are we involved with this whatsoever?
Because we're Republican.
I hope this closes the door on it, which I know it's not, but it'd be great if this closes the door on this whole crap. Just like I remember I watched a whole Michigan hearing,
right?
And the black lady that was questioning Giuliani and his expert super witness,
right,
who reminded me of Sarah Palin and some SNL skit.
Right. It was. You know it's coming, man. You gotta know it's coming.
And they already did it. They did it.
Right,
It was hilarious.
Right.
You know, if Giuliani has to tell you to chill out, something's up, right?
Right. And that's his boy.
Right. And so it's almost like that whole ridiculous situation, and that woman getting threats and all this.
Yeah.
Out of hand. So hopefully this closes the door and Trump understands and his team understands that it's over, buddy. It's over.
Man.
Or is it not over?
Right, man, we talk about this on our show all the time.
You talking about the electoral votes?
Listen, it is not the 13th. The electoral votes are not cast until December the 13th, man.
Don't say that. Don't say it. You made me nervous.
Man, until January the 20th.
It made me nervous.
They say Joseph Biden is now the president of the United States. Listen, man, I do not. The Constitution, man, and our government is just not. It's so gray. There's so many gray areas, man. Like it's never just black and white, and no pun intended. But it's never just okay. If this happens, this happens. It's always going to be, well, this could happen, and this is how we could do it. You know. So
you saying it's still possible that Trump can still be the president?
Man, again, the Electoral College has not casted their votes. So the deadline for the states to submit was the 6th. And so once the states submit, that means there can be no more issues or any changes to be made. Those are now submitted. And the Electoral College, today is the 11th. They cast their vote on the 13th, man. And
Monday, right? It's Monday.
Yeah. Oh, is that? I don't know. What? Man, again, these days just kind of run together.
Yeah, mine too. It's the 11th now. So I think, Monday. So Monday closes the door then. If they cast them in there for Biden, we're good, right?
Supposedly, yes. Unless there are any issues. If there are any issues, now it has to be voted on. But I mean, it's already the Supreme Court is like, nah, man, y'all don't have any grounds.
No grounds. Nobody's going to. They want them to go against the market, like literally go against the Constitution. It seems to just kind of overturn something for Trump.
I mean, and that's and it sucks that it sounds like that.
Yeah.
But to a degree, it seems unconstitutional. But you have to know, Trump has a lot of money and he has a lot of intelligent people. You know, he may not be the smartest one in the room, but he has a lot of intelligent individuals in the room that are able to see and look through these laws and interpret. And that's the only reason he's able to have gotten this far.
That makes sense. So would it be fair to say that he is so gung-ho on being the president that he's willing to dig through every single line of, or have people dig through every loophole, everything, something that no other president even thought about doing?
Man.
Mainly because of tradition.
Yes.
All this tradition.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
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 All this tradition. And he's like, screw y'all's tradition.
Right. We're going to the dead.
Show me the law.
Yeah.
Show me where it's at. And because I remember when he first got in office, he was like, he wanted to know what he could do, like legally. What all can I do?
Like, what can I get away with? What can I get away with? Who can we nuke? Like, can we do that? Yeah, man.
Do I need to get permission to do this? Do I need to get permission? And if I don't, and that's why, honestly, I think me and Tam, somebody talked about this. He proved something, though. He proved there's a lot of stuff that can get done if you really try to get it done, right?
Yes, absolutely. You're right, man. Like, there are a lot of things that, I mean, with him not being a politician,
you're right, businessman,
a lot of crap done, man. I will give him that.
And whereas politicians act as though they're limited in getting stuff done because of politics. Right. They don't want to do something that's out of the norm because politically it ain't smart politically, because you're gonna want this other person to watch your back in the future, perhaps, or for something else.
Right. And Trump didn't care.
He didn't give a crap.
You know, right. He didn't care, about one side or another. I just want to do this, and whatever we need to do to get that done, make it happen. I mean, he treats it like, his business. I mean, and to a degree, that's cool. To a different degree, it may have cost him another year, another term of election, man. He's interesting. These last 4 years will go in history as like,
you know what? Our kids are experiencing so much history.
Yeah.
When I look at what my kids have experienced, they experienced a black president.
Right.
So to them, that's nothing. Like for us, it was historic, but for them,
like
they seen one other. Like we seen what Bush.
Right.
And the next one was a black guy. So we switched. Right. And then an idiot.
Right. Another white guy.
And now they seen a presidency of a person that is not a politician, that's a business person.
Mm-hmm.
That literally shows that pretty much anything he wants to get done, he can get done. He can hold up stuff. He's saying he's not coming to the inauguration most likely. He's not playing ball with this whole peaceful transition.
Right.
Because I'm not happy about it. I don't agree with it. I'm not happy about it. And I'm sure others have felt that way, but they still play ball because of politics.
Right. And Lawade and I talk about this on Be the People. Trump is the dude that brought the good basketball to the court. And now that he lost,
he take it back with him.
He take his ball back with him. We got to figure out what we gonna do. Like, we just gonna go to the house and play Lego with. Like,
right, gotta get the flat ball.
Right, the one with no grip.
Don't want to get stuck up in the corner because it
don't have enough air in it. It don't have no grip. It's been in the backyard all year. Because usually he bring his ball. His ball is cool, and that's how we see Trump. Trump is at a place now. It's like, okay, I don't like how this is going. I'm taking my ball now. Like, y'all can't.
Yeah.
Military secrets. No, you can't have them. Transition team. Nah, don't worry about it. I mean, it's just. What are you doing, man? Like, you setting the next dude up for failure, especially with like this COVID stuff too, man. Like that.
Yeah. Now what are your thoughts? And I know this isn't on the schedule, but I want to talk about it real fast.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it on Texas lawsuit rejected. Biden. I've been listening to Biden talk lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He done changed.
Just a little bit.
He changed a lot bit. Like, what the hell? He done turned from this pious old man to a butthole all of a sudden. Like,
he got to be president, bro. I mean,
like, who is this? When you're talking to the black leaders,
yes,
he's very forceful in his talk. Like,
listen, Negroes. That is what he's gonna say, man.
Like, listen now, I picked a black woman for vice president.
Yeah, right.
Back up off me now.
Right, yeah, man.
I got
a lot of pressure. I think he's under a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not sure if that pressure is gonna burst the pipe or what, because he's very much on edge.
Yeah,
he's frustrated, I'm sure, because Trump is not doing what the good old boys are supposed to do. It's always been just good old boys as presidents, old white men. Right. The good old boys, the pact is peaceful transition. Get on out of here. Right. And let's do our little fake thing at the front of the White House. And I get in my car and you go, let's do that whole fake thing we like to do. Right. No one can't stand each other. But Trump is like, nah, I ain't the same kind of white man y'all leave.
Right.
So I'm curious as to how he's going to be as president. Well, I'm not a big fan of him.
Yeah.
While I did vote for him, I'm not ashamed to say, and I'm a non-Democrat. I did vote for him because I just don't like Trump.
Yeah, we need change, man. I would say this. I have noticed, and I would say probably the change in his behavior now is probably a result of the frustration that he's been dealing with the lack of information. And then you have to think too, these COVID numbers are shooting up.
Yeah.
We have what are we doing as far as combating that as a nation, as a government? There's vaccines. There are 2 vaccines, I believe, that are still going through tests, but it's like these numbers are going up. Yeah,
and truth be told, we don't know if these vaccines don't work or what they're supposed to do. We don't know if he's going to be able to do anything about this.
Right.
While he says he wants to, of course, he wants to, but we don't know if anybody can get a handle on this. So it's a lot of pressure on him to try to have the magic pill for this. Right. When he don't.
And that's something that he's inheriting. Like he's going to inherit this fiasco of a pandemic. And I mean, like the world is watching him. Like other nations are watching us now because a lot of them, like, they've dealt with it and they just kind of sitting back like, all right, y'all are next. What is the greatest nation in the world gonna do now? Y'all are still dealing with this. We've been done with it for the last 3 weeks. Yeah. I saw I think it was Kamala was talking about 100-day mandate.
He talked about that too, about the mask mandate.
Yeah, the mask mandate.
Yeah, Biden initially talked about that. So he said the first 100 days, I'm asking you guys, it's 100 days mask mandate, and so that you won't have to wear a mask for the rest of your life. 100 days. So making that a mandate, I think it should be a mandate. Which I'm not big on mandates, but
right.
I think the fact that grown folk won't do what they need to do so we can help this thing go down is horrible to me. So we do need something. Do I truly think that the mask mandate will help? No, because everybody gonna do it.
Until people start getting locked up and going to jail. And I think that's our issue, because we are such a democracy and we have so much freedom. We can do so much. Like, we have so much liberty to do what we want to do, and we have our rights and all these other things. In other countries, just like, listen, either you're gonna put this mask on and you're gonna stay in the house, or you're gonna get locked up, or you may lose your life.
There are literally preachers. I'm gonna see if I can find this while I'm on here. I didn't plan this, but there's literally preachers talking totally against, like, wearing the mask, like, to their congregations.
I've heard that. I've seen multiple clips, man.
I want to see if I can find it while we're talking. I'm gonna keep talking, but
yeah. So and I think there's something else too. I think that's foolish, especially, and you have your maskers that are like, well, why should I wear it? If I don't have it, you don't have it. But what people don't understand, it's the analogy of I don't know if you've seen this on Facebook. I saw somebody post it, but it was like, imagine you and a person are standing in front of each other, and y'all both have pants on, and he pees on himself. And I was like, okay, where's this going? And the analogy was, well, if he pees on himself because he has jeans on, the pee don't get on you,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it protects you. But imagine if he had to pee and he didn't have his pants on, and you had jeans on. So a portion of the pee is gonna get on you, and depending on how thick your jeans are, it may touch your leg a little bit, and we got a problem. But what if he peed and you didn't have? Now, no, I don't know why two men would not have no pants on.
Right.
But the analogy, right? It's just like, well, if you don't have no pants on, he don't have no pants on, and somebody decides to pee, well, somebody's gonna get peed on, and thus is the analogy of the mask. Regardless of whether you have it or not, wear your mask, because somebody might have it, somebody might not. There are people who are asymptomatic. There are people who show symptoms. We don't know. They're still struggling with getting testing done and getting rapid results. And so until we have a streamlined way where we can get results like within 30 minutes to an hour, wear your mask.
Right. And the thing is, you are a danger to other folks. I understand you can't tell me to protect myself. Okay, great. Because I have a thing about seatbelts. Like, I don't think it should be a law where I gotta wear a seatbelt in the car.
Oh Lord, you want to know?
You gonna tell me I gotta wear a seatbelt to protect myself? If I want to go through the window, I'll go through the window.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go at 90 miles an hour.
Right. Now the law, I'm okay with the speeding law and the driving drunk and all this stuff, because that affects other people. But me flying out the window, what are the odds I'm gonna land on somebody and kill them? It's very low. So my thing is, now when it comes to other people being affected, like this,
that's hilarious, man. Oh my God, what are the odds of me hitting somebody going 80 miles an hour down 20? Who knows? What are the odds?
I mean, the car will, but me flying out the window, I may not land on somebody. You know, they might catch me. Right. You can't gonna mandate me. Just like if I felt that way about insurance at one point too, but then I realized, okay, you need to cover other people that you're affecting, so it makes sense. Just like COVID, covering yourself, you need to protect yourself because you can get other people sick. I got the video. The video came up. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Brittany, I'm gonna do it so I can stop it, and because it's kind of long and I don't want to play the whole thing. So I just want y'all to hear this preacher in Dallas. If y'all ever heard of EX Ministries,
Craig.
Here we go. A Negro.
Yep.
Come on, put your hands together.
Amen. So, things are only going to get worse. But we are believers in Christ. That's why we all in here right now without mask and no social distancing. Because we trust the power of the God that we serve. I'm not going to serve God for 30 years and then a flu comes and all of a sudden I don't believe anymore. I'm not going to see God heal me of appendicitis, where my appendix was about to rupture and they begged my dad to take it out. And my daddy said, no, I believe in the power of prayer. He told the doctor. He said, I believe in the power of prayer. And he came in my room and he told me, in 7 days, son, 7 days, the Lord told me that your appendix is gonna go back to normal. I still have it right now because I believe in the power of what? Of prayer. Either we gonna believe in the.
Okay. So.
Wow. So, two things. First of all, not to get too deep into this, there's something that God has given us. It's called wisdom.
Common sense too. Come on now.
I mean, in layman's terms, common sense. So I don't have to over spiritualize, wearing a mask. Like that's okay. Okay. That's the
And the scary part is there are lots of people in the congregation leaning on this every word. And it ain't just him. It's big churches are doing this stuff too.
Yes.
Particularly a lot of big white churches, big black churches, whole lot of old school Black Baptist folk, Kojic folk saying that that they can't get it or the Lord gonna protect them. Brian Carn is saying it. They go on the people. Why do people think that going to a funeral all of a sudden you exempt because you sad? Like we sad, it's a COVID don't care, right? Like, I heard that Bishop, what's his name, the one that passed, the singer,
Rance Allen.
Rance Allen funeral was a super spreader event. A lot of some people died from COVID. They went there and are sick from it.
Wow.
Because people think it disappears because we sad and somebody dead in the coffin up there.
And Lamar, that's crazy, man. Like the fact that people are now spiritualizing a disease that, because I believe that God gives people wisdom to find cures, to find all kinds of things. I feel like people can be just as inspired as they are musically as they are medically. It's just the fact that we are dumb enough to follow these people who are saying don't wear a mask. Are they saying don't wear a condom either? Like,
might as well. Like you might as well say that. Like, why are you not saying that? If you're gonna say don't wear a mask, just say don't wear a rubber. Don't wear a rubber. Right. Hey, the Lord. Whatsoever a man asks and thinking and all this good stuff. So if you don't want a baby, you ain't gonna get a baby. You don't want the herpes. If you don't want the clap, you ain't gonna get the clap, baby. You don't get the clap if you tell the Lord you don't want the claps.
Right. I wish it worked like that. No, Doc. That's not how that works, man. Lord, I don't want it. Okay. Okay, that's cool.
It don't work that way. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is that's faith without works is dead. That's somewhere in the good book. We can have faith. Listen, faith without works, but I believe my faith is based on my wisdom that I have as well. Like faith is just not believing in something somebody else said.
Magic. It ain't magic.
Right. That's not how faith works. But anyway.
Go on and get COVID and you go and pray over yourself.
My faith says we'll flatten the curve by us wearing our masks.
Right, exactly. My faith got the common sense in. All right, so let's play a video. Let's play the Rush Limbaugh video real fast, then we'll talk about it.
I actually think that we're trending toward secession. I see more and more people asking, what in the world do we have in common with the people who live in, say, New York? There cannot be a peaceful coexistence of two completely different theories of life, theories of government, theories of how we manage our affairs.
So what the South going to do? The South will rise again. That's
basically, that's what he's saying. How does that work constitutionally? Texas has talked about it for. I've been hearing people talk about that for Texas. Always succeed from the union or whatever, from the union. If certain states want to secede, do you think that's possible?
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because we have something called checks and balances, and we have a whole system that was put into place. Because you have to know the Constitution was written post-Civil War. Mm. Well, I say post-Civil War. The amendments, a lot of the amendments were written post-Civil War. So
that's for Texas.
Right. So for state of Texas, right, to secede, like that's And how can two people be together in a nation and they disagree? Like,
It's because it's a nation, fool. And we got two systems of government. We got two-party system.
it's dumb stuff like that I hear, man. And I'm just kind of like, this is the reason why we're in the position that we're in now, because we have people like Rush Limbaugh saying stupid things like this. Like, that's just dumb. And I get, like, Russ is very opinionated, and I would give him, like, he has somewhat of some intelligence. He's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
However, for you to say, how do these people get? We've been doing it for a while now.
And he walked it back, right? Let's see it, Brittany. He walked it back because he be up there talking and be like, dude, shut up.
Right. Of course he did.
Let me see what he said when it comes up. I simply referenced what I have seen other people say. No, not other people. No,
here we go. Right.
We just heard you, fool, and how we are incompatible as currently divided, and the secession is something that people are speculating about. I am not advocating it, have not advocated, never have advocated, and probably wouldn't. That's not something, 32 years, that's not the way I decided to go about handling disagreements with people on the left. That ain't what we just heard, though.
That's not what you said. We heard what you said, Rush.
We heard you, Rush. What I want to is.
Right. Hey, we heard you, Rush, and we know what you talk about on your show all the time. Like, you are one of the people who are throwing gasoline on the fire when it comes to the nation. And for you to say we are on with that much passion and that much vigor, and you telling me you just repeating what somebody else said? No, Rush.
Nah, because you are a leader of the GOP, a good grand old party. You one of the leaders. Everybody listens to you. Almost, They used to listen to him more than they listen to Trump, but things have changed. Trump has become the grand wizard of the Republican Party.
Yes,
the grand wizard.
Because I think he has more money though. I think he got more dollars, and Rush just has charisma and some tenure. But to say that you feel secession is coming, I think that's a cop-out, because I feel like the beauty of our government, the beauty of our democracy is the ability to disagree, yet we have something called bipartisanship because we have the greater good of the nation in common. I think this last 4 years has exposed, as you said, it has exposed how people really feel.
Absolutely.
And so people are really more about protecting their own personal self-interest, their own party interest. And I get to a degree, that's what Democrat and Republican are. But at some point, there has to be a moment where they reach across the aisle and say that the good and the greater good of the nation is what matters, regardless of what our specific party believes. As a nation, this is what matters. But it seems like when you say stuff like that, it means that, okay, we don't care about that anymore. We're not interested in bipartisanship. It's either our way or the highway. And since we're not getting our way, then we just gonna leave. I mean, that's relationships don't work like that.
Right. And it's almost as though they were like, we did all that and acted like we gave a damn about the Negroes and the Mexicans because we had to. We thought we had to. But Trump has let us know we don't have to.
Right. You're like, Trump is like, nah, forget that, bro. Right. Like, no, y'all don't. And people are like, yeah, we don't.
Wait a minute. The Supreme Court just upheld a 3-5 vote for Republicans in 4 states.
What does that mean?
What do you mean for the lawsuits? You talking about the lawsuits?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're talking about the same ones, the one that Texas lost? Expound on that a little bit for us, Jeff, and we'll talk about it.
Yes, Jeff. Let's talk.
Yeah, because I'm very curious to know what you're talking about. I might have to Google.
Right.
Talking about. But yeah, it's given, like you said about the gasoline. The gasoline has been put on the fire, and it's given true people, true hateful people, true racist people, true bigots. It's empowered them to truly be themselves now. Right. It's like they've been suppressed because of society. Because even Republican presidents weren't as boisterous as Trump is. They even had some decency to say we need to come together. Whereas Trump is like,
right, like, nah, forget it. Make America great again. I was talking to Lloyd about on our show, man. You notice how when Biden and Harris were running for presidency, on the bill you would see Biden and Harris. But when it came to Trump, it wasn't Trump Pence. It was just Trump 2020.
Yep, that's it.
That's just how much they have put this guy on this pedestal, how they have literally like made him the end all be all, man. He's like the the exalted savior of the GOP, man.
And I don't get it. Like literally, he's like, to listen to him talk for, it's weird to intelligent, educated people can truly listen to him and truly be like, yeah, he's awesome. He's amazing. Like, I'm like, come on now. Like, even like Rush is a very smart guy.
Right.
And supposed Christian evangelical pastors, some of them doctors, some of them very smart individuals can literally put their common sense and their God love aside to say, nope, this is God love. This hate that this guy's doing, I don't see any of that. This is what God wants. Like, what?
Our country. This is our country.
Come on now. We're going on about this ridiculousness, but we're at our mark. I really appreciate you for coming on, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's always a pleasure. This show, Apolitical Short, just a chance for us to come on and chit chat like we just sitting in the game room chilling, like we just in a cigar room.
Right, man.
How you hold cigars?
Now listen, man. Okay,
I don't know. No, forget that. Erase that out, Mr. Producer. I don't know.
Hey, can I plug Be the People real quick?
By all means.
Hey, make sure y'all tune in. First of all, if you have not subscribed to TFG Media, please like and subscribe. Do it right now. Turn on that bell notification so you know when we posting stuff.
Yes.
But 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, Be the People airs. Make sure you tune in. It's a lot of great political talk that's happening across TFG Media, so don't miss out. We got comedy with Lamar. We got more comedy on Mondays with Brenton. We try to be the balance on Tuesday nights, but just listen, you will not miss anything that's happening in the media. So tune in.
Absolutely. We got Ladies POV.
Yes,
ladies talking politics on Sunday night, 7 p.m.
Yes, that's right.
And again, definitely subscribe. Take a moment right now if you're watching. If you enjoy what you heard, if you learned something, if you like something, it don't take long. Just go scroll down for just a second, click the subscribe button, click the bell, so we can continue bringing you guys entertainment and letting you guys know what's going on in the world.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate you guys. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. We'll be a new cash prize giveaways coming out soon. We'll probably give away $150 to $200, something like that, for subscribers. So get in there.
That's some light bill money or cell phone.
You ain't lying. That's a cell phone bill or something. All right. So appreciate y'all. TFG Political Media. We are over and out.